14 mysteries of the ocean scientists still can't explain. Water makes up about 90% of the entire Earth, and one of the main reasons why we think our oceans are mysterious is that we have limited knowledge of everything that actually exists in it. The little information the surface of the Earth has been exposed to is based on research from scientists, guesses or hands-on experience. We are now not so much sure about how these scientists have discovered the various mysteries of the ocean and what other new experiences await us from the underwater world, just because we are not fully aware what happens. Here are some mysteries scientists still can't decode. Hello viewers and welcome to our channel. Please be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification button so you get updated on our future uploads. The jellyfish that lives forever. There exists a species of jellyfish scientifically called Photosynthesis dorini that has immortality, literally, and it lives forever. The jellyfish has a unique ability to never grow old. It grows from young to maturity like every other creature, and when it is old enough, it goes into mating. After that, it is automatically reset to a young age or juvenile form and starts living again till its mating stage, and the process goes on and on. To literally reverse aging like this jellyfish is something that no creature is able to do, and that is what scientists have been unable to uncover. It should be noted that this fish can actually die if injured or captured by a predator, but based on its aging processes, it will never die. The ocean depth. It would be amazing that the very depth or the exact depth of the ocean is a mystery itself. No one knows the exact depth of the ocean yet, even scientists, because they cannot fully reach the bottom. The closest they have gone is the Mariana Trench, which measures at 11.4 kilometers deep, and in comparison is more than the height of the tallest mountain on the Earth's surface, Mount Everest. However, that is not the deepest part, as a section has been spotted which goes deeper and is believed to touch the core of the Earth, but unfortunately it cannot be measured. So far, only 4 people have been able to go as deep as the Mariana Trench, and they could only visit for a few hours. Underwater pressure and objects even restrict and disrupts technological data collection. Until that is solved, the depth of the ocean remains a mystery. Deep water photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process whereby plants absorb sunlight to aid in food production, healthy growth, and in exchange produce oxygen. This is a common and vital process with plants on land, and without sunlight there can be no photosynthesis. Strangely though, plants identified as bacteria beneath the ocean have been spotted to live and grow with the same characteristics. They are photosynthesizing, and what makes it mysterious is that they are found 7,000 feet deep in the ocean where sunlight does not reach. This became possible because these bacteria live near a thermal vent where warm water emitted from the heat of the Earth's core, producing some light reflection. The internal systems of the bacteria are sophisticated and elaborate to permit this. Again, how is it possible that such small amounts of light could permit photosynthesis when it was believed that only very powerful sources of light like sunlight could ever render this process successful? Ocean noises. It is obvious that where there is life or living creatures, there is bound to be noise. The ocean is full of life, and so noise is inevitable. It could be produced from fish, swims, waves, or ice blocks colliding and breaking. Scientists have ever detected some noises which sounded out of the usual and almost as if something else was going on beneath the ocean. They termed it upsweep and Julia and the bloop sound, which still remains mysterious. Bioluminescence. This is the ability of certain animals and plants to glow with different colors. There are some parts of the world that have these plants and algae that glow and illuminate certain areas of the water. They called it the milky sea phenomenon. Now, what is strange is that sailors have noticed that parts of the ocean not having these plants or animals tend to glow randomly. They even glow during the day and never on the same spot. In 2006, satellites spotted a part of the ocean with milky sea that was said not to be caused by these illuminating animals or plants. A mass of bacteria had come together to propagate in various parts of the ocean for days at a time. Some scientists claim that these bacteria did that to attract food, but that has not been proven, or even the very fact that this whole mystery happened in only specific parts of water and in specific places and not in others. The undiscovered. As many are the things that have been discovered in the ocean, it will be amazing to know that what has been discovered is only about 5%, and this mapping was done in terms of the landscape. One of the reasons is because some areas of the ocean are unreachable and we can only imagine what is inside. A critical example is what is beneath the Mariana Trench. Until we are able to know everything that happens down there, this remains the biggest mystery of the ocean. Disappearance. In 1968, an unusual disappearance of high number of submarines from the US, Russia, and Israel and France and many other places vanished from different parts of the world that year. No one has been able to unlock the mystery behind these occurrences. The most striking was the disappearance of the USS Scorpion. It had a crew of 99 and was sent to gather intel on the Soviets in May of the same year, but never returned home. It measured about 22 feet by 77 meters long and 31 feet by 9.4 meters wide, and had the appearance of the present-day submarines underwater. The sources discovered in one of their videos an explosion and realized it may have sunk, though sadly this was discovered later, but what may have caused the explosion still remains unsolved. Underwater waterfall. Waterfall is a body of water that literally falls or flows from a height, usually from a steep incline such as the Madeira Falls or the Menchum Falls in Africa. It will be pretty awkward to think this could happen underwater, but even more interesting to know that the planet's biggest waterfall is below the surface. This fall is found beneath the Denmark Strait in Scandinavia, which runs between Iceland and Greenland. This is caused by undersea cataracts and could be as deep as 10,000 feet, an equivalent of 2 miles. This occurs because of the chilly nature of the Iceland and Greenland and their close proximity to a major sea, allowing contact of warm water and cold water. The waterfall, which drops about 123 million cubic feet per second, and such accurate measures can be achieved with the right equipment. This is really mysterious and dangerous as well. Nagoni Monument. These are submerged stones found lying off the coast of Nagoni in Japan, which leaves scientists with the confusion of whether they are natural features or remains of some ancient civilization. This has given it another nickname, Japan's Atlantis. This was discovered by a diver in 1996 and described the stones to be arranged with columns and steps like pyramids and face-like carvings on the rocks. Amazingly, if you are courageous enough to enjoy sea diving, then Nagoni Monument is a must-visit under the water antiquity. Underwater river. From the discovery of underwater waterfall, another mystery was found by divers, a hidden river. Deep sea divers discovered a river that flows at the bottom of the Black Sea and has its own waterfalls, trees, and leaves at its banks. This water was formed when sinkholes became filled with salt water and causing it to move at the ocean floor at a rate of about half a mile per day. The size of this river would have been ranked the 6th largest river if it were on land. Seems there is a whole different world under the water. The Lion City. To create space for a new hydroelectric power station, an ancient Chinese city known as the Lion City was flooded on purpose to achieve some room for it. This happened in 1959. Unfortunately, the government completely forgot about this until 2001 when they decided to rediscover the city through diving expeditions, just to realize it's still in pristine condition. Note, this city could be dated as far back as 621 AD. Divers discovered that even after so many years, water preserved all the structures, carvings, and lying statues from natural erosion. Underwater UFO. On the floor of the Baltic Sea, Swedish divers made a bizarre discovery of an object measuring 60 meters in diameter standing on tall pillars and immediately thought it could be a UFO. Interestingly again, they noticed a staircase and a hole leading inside the object. They also realized all electrical appliances ceased to function as they got closer to the object. Could this be an alien spaceship or UFO that crashed in the Baltic Sea? The mystery remains unsolved. Underwater Museum. West of Grenada in the Caribbean Sea, the first underwater museum or sculpture park was first created by Jason de Clare Taylor, a British sculptor. This could be referred to a museum because it is open for public viewing. In it are found artistic works like statues of people from the local community, a circle of children holding hands, a man on his work desk with his typewriter, and a bicycle rider. Why choose to place it underwater? The Bermuda Triangle. The sinister polygon mapped from the islands of Bermuda to Puerto Rico through Miami and back to Bermuda, forming a triangle, is said to have mysteriously swallowed about 2,000 ships and 200 aircrafts over the centuries. This caused this place to earn a nickname, the Devil's Triangle. Several of these mysterious instances, not limited to this: in 1948, a plane with 29 passengers and 3 crew members disappeared without a trace, and also in January 1948, another of 25 passengers and 6 crew members which just vanished, still remained unsolved. Despite these pieces of evidence, it still doesn't confirm it to be the most dangerous place on earth. Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed the video, please do not forget to give us a thumbs up, give us a like, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Turn on post notifications so you get updated on our future uploads.